Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Tuesday, May the 28th. We've got Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals on Tuesday night, and currently the Mavs, they're up 3-0 in this series. They've got a chance to sweep this thing, to close things out here at home on Tuesday night. We already saw Boston finish, their series, finish the sweep, and if Dallas wins tonight, there's going to be, I think, like almost a week, over a week. I think it's going to be like a week and a half of no basketball because the finals don't start until June the 6th, for those of you that are unaware. And even if the series end, even if this series is over after Tuesday night, they don't push the dates up for the finals. So we could have a week or two, like a week without basketball. If that is the case, which it looks like it's going to be, I think there's a pretty good chance this series could be over after tonight. I do plan on making some MLB content, for the next week or so while there is no NBA, and then when the NBA comes back, when the finals start, we'll start making NBA videos again. But if by some chance Minnesota wins tonight and we have a Game 5, then I'll have a video for Game 5, and then if we have a Game 6, I'll have a video for Game 6. But just wanted to say this could be the last NBA game we have for about a week and a half until the finals start. Just want to let you guys know. But we've got Game 4 of Dallas and Minnesota tonight. I've got two early player props I do like for this game, kind of taking a first look at the board on Monday night. So we're going to talk through these two props. We're going to share why I like them. As always, guys, before we do get started, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, hit that subscribe button as well if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, you can sign up, linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. And we also have a partnership with Sleeper. If you guys want to check out Sleeper, you can do so, linked down below in the description as well, or just use that promo code NOAH. Over on Sleeper, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks. They're similar to all the other DFS pick'em apps you see around the industry. They have player projections. You pick whether you think a player goes more or less on their projection. You build out your entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper, and you can win up to 100x your money. And Sleeper does do a lot of discounts, a lot of promotions throughout the week. They'll do, I think, like Wednesdays, Sundays, they'll have discounts. And if you're a new user, they do give you a free square. I think they give you multiple free squares actually if you are a new user. So that's another incentive to sign up for Sleeper. All the promotions they're doing throughout the week. If you guys, again, don't have an account on Sleeper, sign up, use that promo code NOAH to get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's go ahead and talk through the props I'm liking for Tuesday night. Now, I do want to recap our plays from Monday's video. So gave out 2 picks Monday for the Eastern Conference Finals Game 4. And it was a sweat-free cash, man. It didn't get much easier than that. Obi Toppin, more than 3.5 rebounds. I'm pretty sure it cashed in the first quarter. I think Obi Toppin had 4 rebounds in like the first 6 minutes after he checked in. So that one hit literally in the first quarter. And then Peyton Pritchard, under 2.5 assists, was pretty much sweat-free. Pritchard only played 9 minutes. His minutes continue to trend down. Only played 9 minutes. Had 0 assists in 9 minutes. So, man, hopefully you guys tailed on Monday, because that was a easy sweat-free cash. Let's try and do it again for Tuesday's slate. So talking through the props I'm liking for Tuesday. First prop I'm liking is going to be a PRA prop, and we're going to take a look at Rudy Gobert, 23.5 PRA, and I like the over here, more than 23.5 PRA for Rudy Gobert. And let's talk through this prop, why I like this one. So Gobert in this series, he's not been great. He's not been super productive offensively. He's only gone over this line once in this series. Last game, though, Gobert did lose a good amount of playing time for foul trouble. He only played 29 minutes last game. He had 5 fouls in the 29 minutes he played. I'm gonna pull up the rotation so I can see when he picked up those fouls. So it looks like in the first quarter he picked up 1 foul with 4 minutes left. And then, I don't think he had any foul trouble in the second quarter, I believe. He did pick up 2 fouls, or he did pick up a second foul. But then, so he picked up his 3rd foul with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. And then he's picked up his 4th foul. So he picked up his 4th foul with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then he subbed back in with about 3 minutes left, picked up his 5th foul. It is a little concerning that, even though he was kind of in foul trouble last game, he didn't get a ton of playing time in the fourth quarter. We've seen Naz Reid's been playing really well off the bench, and we've seen Naz Reid get more playing time lately, and some of that has come at the expense of Rudy Gobert. But so far this postseason, Rudy Gobert has played pretty big minutes on a nightly basis. And the first two games in this series, he played 38 minutes in both games, only played 29 minutes last game. But if you look at his minutes so far this postseason, he's played at least 35 minutes in, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 out of their 13 playoff games, he's played at least 35 minutes. And I want to say the games where he played less than that, some of those were foul trouble. I think one of those was a blowout. So typically we can expect pretty big minutes from Rudy Gobert. Maybe if Naz Reid continues to play lights out and continues to play incredibly well, maybe Rudy Gobert loses some minutes because of Naz Reid's play, but it's not a guarantee that Naz Reid's going to continue to play as well as he has. And what if Rudy Gobert is really effective this game? I mean, Gobert, we know, can be productive when he does get minutes. He's one of the best rebounders in the league. So far in this series, he's averaging over 20 rebound chances per game. So he's been pretty active on the boards. He's always been really active on the boards. Gobert has run really bad though on rebounds. I mean, he's averaging over 20 rebound chances and has only averaged 7.7 rebounds per game. So like, you got to think there's going to be a game soon where he gets double-digit boards. I don't know if he's had double-digit boards in this series. Let's see. So in game 1, he only had 7 rebounds. Game 2, he did have 10, and then last game, 6 rebounds. So the rebounding numbers have been down for Gobert, but the rebound chances have still been really high. So he's still been like around the rim and around the basket. He just hasn't been able to grab those boards like he usually does. The scoring is obviously not something that you can it's hard to project scoring for Rudy Gobert because he's obviously not a super skilled offensive big. A lot of his scoring is going to come from putback dunks, from lobs and stuff like that. But the Mavericks are going to be without Derek Lively tonight, and I think that's kind of important. I think that does make this a little bit of a better matchup for Gobert. Derek Lively has been so good defensively for Dallas so far this postseason and in this series. So I think Dallas's defense definitely takes a hit without Derek Lively tonight, and I think that could benefit a guy like Rudy Gobert. So I do like the matchup a little bit better for Gobert. I think the minutes are going to continue to be there. I know they were down last game. Part of that was due to Naz Reid playing so well. Part of that was also due to a little bit of foul trouble. I would expect Gobert to get back to playing his normal 35, 36 minutes here. When he's played 35, 36 minutes, he's typically been able to get 24 PRA. So far this postseason, when he's played at least 35 minutes, he's had 22, 26, 23, 32, 20, 28, 34, 29, and 32 PRA. So there's only been, 2 games this postseason? 3 games? 3 games this postseason where he's played 35 minutes and hasn't gotten 24 PRA, but every other game with 35 plus minutes, he's went over this line. So I do like that as our first prop for tonight. Rudy Gobert, more than 23.5 PRA. And then on the other side, looking for a Dallas prop, I'm going to a points prop here, and I'm liking Kyrie Irving more than 23.5 points. And let's talk through this prop and why I'm liking this one. So, if you look at what Kyrie did in the OKC series, he was very, very ineffective from a scoring standpoint. His usage rate was really, really low in the OKC series, and I think that's just because of how OKC was defending him. OKC was kind of, they were doubling him a lot, just kind of not letting him get up a bunch of shots. Well, that hasn't been the case against Minnesota. So far against Minnesota, Irving has been very volume heavy. He's been taking a lot of shots, 23, 16, and 20 field goal attempts, and his usage rate is back to where it normally is. So far in this series, Kyrie has had a 27.9% usage rate. During the OKC series, he only had an 18% usage rate. And I think during the regular season, he had a 27% usage rate. So his usage rate is back to where it normally is. And we've seen that, the scoring be back to where it normally is as well. 30 points in game 1, only had 20 points in game 2, but then bounced back at 33 points last game. Minnesota, they trust, NAW, Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, they trust these guys to defend Kyrie and defend Luka one-on-one, and it just hasn't been working. Maybe Dallas decides to maybe Minnesota decides to start double teaming these guys, but if they're going to continue to let Kyrie and Luka play one-on-one, I would bet on these guys being able to score against anyone. I mean, Luka's one of the best one-on-one players in the league, so is Kyrie. I know Jaden McDaniels is a great defender, Ant's a good defender, Nall's a good defender, but man, these guys are just so good at scoring the basketball one-on-one, and with Kyrie's usage rate back up, with the minutes continuing to be massive. I mean, he's playing 40 minutes a night right now. 40 minutes in game 1, 39 minutes in game 2, 42 minutes last game. When we're getting 39, 40 plus minutes from Kyrie, I think we got a pretty good chance at 24 points, especially when he's taking 20 shots a game like he has been in this series. So I do like that as our second prop for tonight. Kyrie Irving, more than 23.5 points. So that's what we're going to be rolling with for our 2-pick entry for Tuesday night. Definitely a tough slate, I will say. There's just not a lot of props up for this game, but I try to give you my best plays, at least, I guess, for what's available right now. As always, if more props come up, which usually, like, when the fantasy score props get added, I like to look at those for NBA. I'll post more plays on Patreon. Usually it's like 1 or 2 additional plays I'll give out there, and then I'll provide some MLB plays as well. As always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos and you want more Prizepicks plays from me, check out the Patreon linked down below in the description. But as always, guys, appreciate you watching. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And go check out Prizepicks as well. If you're not signed up for Prizepicks yet, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up and get your first deposit matched up to $100. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks as always for watching. We'll see you in the next video.